Hello there everyone, Shadovin here. Welcome back to the stream, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the sickness, which we are very much so down with at the moment, as you can probably hear from my voice. We did not sleep well last night, we're not doing great, but you know what, we decided, since I got sent home anyway, we're going to play some video games, try and make some more progress. So the stream technically starts at 10:30. So what we're going to do in the meantime is we're just going to mess up this bird. Is what we're going to do. Sorry, what I meant to say. Stream starts at 10:30. In the meantime, we're going to kill these birds. Well, that's not what we wanted to happen. I want to kill those birds because I want to get another one of their weapons to try out. So, like I said, once 10:30 hits here in about 15 minutes, we're going to actually get back into it. But in the meantime, we're just going to enjoy some farming. Some Elden farming, if you would. I do have a dagger. Okay, good. God, these birds are such pains in the butt. Such pains, chat. Come on, bird. Alright. So, we're basically just going to do... You know what? There's a fourth bird. I don't want to kill the fourth bird because the fourth bird's going to require me to waste a fire. Let's not waste a fire on a bird, chap. So yeah, we're going to just sit here and kill these birds a few times while we wait on 10:30 to get here. And then once 10:30 gets here, we'll start making some actual progress. Again, I apologize for anyone watching the sound of my voice. And the fact that I'm probably going to be a little low energy compared to some previous streams. Well, that was handy. So, my apologies for that. I'll try and keep y'all entertained though. Luckily, Elden Ring is by its nature a very entertaining game to watch, I think. So I hope that you all enjoy, even though I'm myself am low energy and not my normal chipper self. And smoke. Hello, someone. Grizz. I should have known it was Grizz. How are you good this morning, Grizz? I assume it's morning time for you. Yeah, you think you're in the same time zone I am. Hope you are doing well. Don't know if you could see because my camera, something I'm working on is getting a better camera. I don't know if you could actually see me kind of freeze up and flinch with that reaction or not. What's up, Sapper? 58. 58 what? 58, you're getting them gains. What's wrong with Elden Ring? Why y'all giving Elden Ring some grief? I gotta get this beat before the DLC comes. We got to beat the game. The Elden game. I gotta be DLC ready. Lame? I don't think it's lame. I think it's pretty cool myself. You don't got to, you want to. You figure the smoke scared me the easiest on me since I'm low energy. What? Hey, well, heck, we got the other Warhawk's Talon right there. Well, I appreciate you taking some pity on me there, Chris. I do appreciate that. But listen, you go wear it out. You know, don't go easy on my account. You got those scares for a reason. Use them. All right, folks. Well, we're 14 minutes early. Tien, don't threaten me with a knife. I see you over there. We're 14 minutes early, but we already got both the items. I didn't think we would get them both that quickly. So we're going to go ahead and continue progressing. So there's two main paths that I've showed you all the entirety of the castle. We've done everything there is to do, except for the hidden areas, and that's what we're going to go do right now. So we're going to go do this first hidden area, which is going to get us killed quite a bit. I would almost be willing to bet, because there is... Give me your corpse. Get down here. Another walk down. Wow. Come on. That thing has a 2% drop rate, and I just got a bunch of them. You offer me scum, power, and amnesia, 7 days to die, and I play this shit. Well, to be fair, Tien, we're not playing 7 days to die without you. Alright, so folks, so you come up here, and lo and behold, you can actually drop off this. And then we take this path. Let's run to the other side and make sure there's not an item hanging out. No, there's not. Alright, then we take this path over here, chat. Just drop off again, and just be very careful. Thread the needle. Drop off again. So this is this is the big hidden area here. Then we drop down here. And then next up we drop down here. It's gonna collapse. That's fine. It's not gonna kill you. Kill that guy when you can, and that gets you Storm Assault. Now we're gonna fight what many would be considered to be one of the worst enemies. And when I say worst, I mean just difficult, not like it's badly designed. The guy's just hard. The Crucible Knights. I am not good at Crucible, at fighting these guys. I'm going to give it one attempt at fighting them, and then if I can't get them, I'm going to cheese them. Oh, I landed a parry. I'm actually very shocked I landed the parry. Uh-oh. I messed it up. Let's get him to come to me. I messed it up again. As I said, I'm not good at fighting these guys. Parry timing is hard to get. Let's go ahead and heal up the... well... oh, shit. No! Bye, Tien. I wish you would stay. That was such a good first attempt. I was probably gonna have that. Like, that was so good. For someone who's bad at parrying. Alright, well, let's do this again. I'm very annoyed that that was such a good actual attempt. Alright, here comes other bird. Yep, come on down. Are you serious right now? There we go. We need to be at full health with the Crucible Knight. We cannot attempt to fight him not full health. I'm really annoyed. I had that Crucible Knight. Anyway, that Crucible Knight, it's a great enemy. Oh, good Lord, Chris. You got a whole lot of crates. Did you not remember buying them? You went buck wild on the crates. It was days ago now, or 2 days ago. All right, we're gonna try this again, chap. Like I said, that was actually a really good attempt. I feel like I should move though and not fight him here. Here's probably not good. Oh, yeah, you got a bunch of free crates. I did award a bunch of extra crates. I think I did 3 of each type of crate. Uh-oh. Alright, let's run. Let's run. We've done really well. He's almost dead. Let's not mess it up now. In fact, let's go. Let's get away from the parry. Let's bring him to us. And let's finish it with the jumping. Oh, no. I thought he would. There we go. And that is a Crucible Knight, chat. Aspect of Crucible Horns. Yeah, I upped the amount of crates that the when I did finish them off. I got scared. Those guys can easily 2-hit you at my current health, and I don't want to risk dying. We all know I like finishing guys. Oh Lord, always a comedian. Okay, well that takes care of that guy, chat. Which again, that guy is no joke. And that unlocks another Miyazaki elevator, which brings us all the way back around here. What do we have? Well, we could probably squeak out a level. Let me see here. What's a 4 give us? Yeah, we could squeak out a level here. We need about 100 runes. There we go. We can grab ourselves a level here. Very nice. Slowly getting more powerful, chap. Slowly but surely. Alright, we're going to keep pumping our endurance. I want to get to the point where we can equip a bow as well as a helmet. Which we can have on a Crimson Hood. Which it's not the best look, but it does give us some stats. It does look kind of stupid though, I'm not going to lie to you. The old aristocrat cow. What's that look like? Oh god. Yeah, we're not wearing that. Of course you don't need to carry the buckler around. So actually, if we don't have the buckler, I can put my helm back on. Can I equip this longbow? Heavy. What if I didn't have the helmet? It allows me to have a full kit, which is nice, because having a bow is super handy. Alright, that's what we're doing. Alright, chat. So that is down. That is defeated. So now we want to go over here to the lift side chamber, I believe. And we want to grab a drink of our coffee. And again, I apologize for the low energy for anyone watching. So we're going to come back out here. You might remember me coming to this area earlier and telling you, hey, don't mess with this right now. Well, now we're going to mess with it. So just jump across these. Please be careful. Go kill the bat. Get your Arteria leaf. That's a crafting item. It's not something we super need right now, but it's good to know it's there. And this is why I wanted to have a bow. because it's very handy to be able to ping enemies like that to activate them from a distance. Most enemies have an aggro range. If you can hit them from a distance and get their attention, you can draw them out. You can. Oh, whoa, wow. I'm gonna go for it. Holy. Oh, I can't believe I made that while spinning. Grizz. That was a good one. That one almost was the death of me. Because if I had fallen, there's no way I lived this. Okay, we got rats. We talked about rats before. You all know them. You know why we hate them. We're going to do the shield hug strategy for rats. We got big rat coming up. Just beat him down. Your weapons at this point, if you've been following along like what I've been doing, your weapon should be more than enough to beat him down. We're going to hit this to get a Rancor call. It's a spell. It's not terribly good. And now we're going to come up on another boss fight. So that Crucible Knot we fought, that's technically a boss. Well, a mini boss at the time we fought him, but he's a boss. This thing we're about to fight is a full-on boss. Now, you could avoid this thing. You could take the coward. God! I didn't expect it to hit me. So you notice we're doing mainly just... We mainly did, oh no. It didn't give me the riposte. Oh. Okay. Wow, we got very lucky there. So that thing is normally a lot worse, but again, our weapon is really ahead of this area from our running around earlier in the game. So this brings us to this. This is the face of Godwin. Godwin, a little bit of backstory. So this is Rogier. So we met him earlier, and he came down here, and something awful happened to him when he found this. So basically the story of this game, which we talked about a little bit, is that Queen Marika, who is a god, more or less, shattered the Elden Ring, starting this big war called the Shattering. And now we've been sent in as Tarnished to kill the demigods and become Elden Lord and basically fix all the chaos. Well, what prompted her to do that is her son, her oldest son, Godwin the Golden, the most powerful of the demigods, was assassinated on the Night of Black Knives. Well, as we'll find out through the course of the game, due to the way he was killed, his physical body is still alive, but his soul was destroyed. And this has caused that thing, which causes death. So Godwin is now, his body is growing all over the lands between and causing all sorts of issues. I'm not going to go deep into the lore. If you want a lore dive, you should check out, you should look up Vadi Vidya on YouTube. He is like the guy to watch for lore for any of the Souls games, so I would recommend checking him out. So you do that, and that brings you back up here. So at this point, the castle is done. Completely done. We could go and fight the actual boss. We're not going to fight the actual boss first. First, we're going to go backwards and trigger a couple things. So we're going to go clear out some of the field bosses. So there's a bunch of, I've talked about this previously. There's a bunch of bosses that only spawn at night. Let's use 8 of these. Where's that get us? Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use everything, because I want to buy out Burn Hall while we're here. Again, my apologies for everyone's ears.
There you.
So these are the special moves that you can put on weapons throughout the game. They also dictate what scaling a weapon has.
Well,
So that's why I wanted to go ahead and buy him out. So now we're going to make it nighttime. And since it's night, we now have a boss in the vicinity. We got 2 now, okay. Let's push our vigor. Is he there? Yeah, he's still there. So it's not triggered the boss yet. Alright, so we still can't have a mask just yet. We need to find some lighter armor that's still good. Okay, now he's gone. This guy is beefy. And as you can see, he's got hacks. Oh, God. No! Panic rolled. That's like rule 101 of the Souls games, chap. Don't panic roll. You need to be in full control at all times. So close to killing him, too. Alright, let's grab our runes. What piddly amount they may be. However, that was a good... That was pretty good. Good attempt on him was made. You know what? Let's switch this to a charge, to the charge attack one. Since I was going in with a charge. Yeah, we got nothing else that's like super helpful to us this moment. Since I did start this out with a charge, let's try that again. Oh no. Oh shit. Whew. Oh, now's not the time for that. Ooh. Barely. Barely. Y'all almost got me with the screen shaking. So taking him out drops the bone, you saw it there, the Bone Peddler's bell. I'll show that off in a minute when we get back to Round Table Hold. Now we need to go southeast for another world boss. Which spawns right over here. This one is also a giant pain. This one's a pain for multiple reasons. It's partly a pain because these bats are going to be in the area while we're trying to fight them. So, do yourself a favor. Clear the bats out. Then, let's go in and aggro. You hear that noise? That means he's here. There he is. The Death Bird. Now, this first Death Bird's not awful. They get a lot worse. I'm panic rolling again. Let's go ahead and heal that up. Like I said, the first one, not bad. Let's heal. It's being a little bit of a annoyance right now. I think it's got me. Ooh, if he'd caught me with that, that would have killed me. That was a grab attack. Alright, he's being a bit of an annoyance, so we're just going to pop his body. There we go. There we go. The camera is sometimes your greatest enemy in these games. That got us the Blue Feather brand sword. People who played previous Souls games would know this as the blue Tearstone ring. Basically, when your health is low, it will it'll increase your defense. Problem with that is, if your health is low enough that it triggers, it's probably low enough that you're going to die. Alright, so that takes care of everything, but right over here, there's another boss. Now that boss is another Crucible Knight, the actual boss version of the Crucible Knight. And he is not our friend. He's very much so a pain. Now down here we got a whole lot of stuff. We got a whole nother dungeon. We're going to go do this whole southern area next. And that's going to unlock, it's going to give us a bunch of goodies and just make us more powerful for when we come back up and finish off the final boss of this area. Plus there's a quest chain that starts, and you kind of want to do this stuff to start that quest chain. So we're going to do so. So first thing you're going to want to do, you don't even need to mount up. You just need to come down here to the Weep Peninsula, go over here, and talk to this lady.
Hello, might I bend you my name?
So this is Irina. She's from the castle to the south where all the servants are rebelled and going crazy and killing everybody. They had some demi-humans, evidently. She wants you to take a letter to her father, who's still at the castle because he refuses to give up his service.
Please, we can discover.
Irina is blind, as you can see. She managed to make it this far, but her guards have all been slain. Now this is a time-sensitive quest. If we take too long doing this or progress too far, we will not be able to actually complete her quest. And we're spinning. Oh Lord, that makes this difficult because we got another boss. Make sure you do not get close to the merchant. He can be killed. Fighting these guys on horse is cool. It is not the most efficient way to do this by far. Now we're gonna just beat him. Now he's on the ground. Hey, that wasn't so bad. And that got us the Knight Rider flail. Now I've not ever used flails. It's a weapon type I've always wanted to use. I've never touched them, but they do seem pretty neat. All right. So another world boss down. There's one more in this area. There's another death bird. We're going to hold off on it. Because again, the death birds suck. And they just get harder as we go. And honestly, I just don't want to mess with it. So instead, we're rushing south to the castle to deliver Irina's letter. And you see there's a big thing way off in the distance you can barely see. And yeah, it's lobbing telephone poles downrange at us. So use your cover. You know, approach it from cover. In between shots, peek out. We're going to stop here, and then we're going to rush over there next. We might be able to make it to him, actually. He takes a while to actually... Yeah, oh yeah, we're good. And let's just drop him. Oh wow, we did a lot of damage there. I was hoping for the bow. You can get their bow. So there's actually a whole lot to explore through here. There's a lot of items to get. We're going to hold off on that. So we're going to rush into Castle Morn. And we're going to get ourselves Arena's quest line done and over with so we don't have to worry about messing up. Let's keep pushing Vigor. We want to give Vigor to 30 as soon as possible. We desperately want more health. Our damage, as y'all see, is really good already. But what we don't have is the health to take hits. And that's what we really need. Alright. So big area. Of course, I've got my symbol over there, meaning I could summon help if I wanted to. I do not want to. I am going to attempt to do this as a summonless playthrough. Outside of when I need to for story progression. So y'all will not see very many of the spirits. Do apologize for that because they are cool, but like I said, I really want to utilize my own skill. And honestly, in these games, a lot of the time I don't. A lot of the times I kind of lean on crutches. I want to get good, as the Souls community would say. Get good, scrub. That's what they would tell to you. It's not an insult. It literally means what it sounds like. It means you need to get good. You need to learn how to play the game. There we go. Is there a guy? It sounds like there's somebody coming. Oh, because they're fighting up there. Nice. So we're going to drop as many of these from a distance as we can. Or not distance, but I mean, we're going to kill as many like that as we can. The big guy is dangerous. I know that's not very surprising, but if he hits you, it hurts bad, and he has a bad habit of roll catching. So roll catching means, you know, you're trying to dodge out of the way, and you keep dodging, and you keep getting hit because of the timing. Yeah, that guy, at least with me, oh hey, that guy at least with me is really good at roll catching. I've died to him multiple times coming through this area, even though I know the game and it shouldn't be an issue. Alright, we're going to sneak up on Pumpkinhead here. I don't remember what these guys are actually called. You can get their helmet as a drop. I've never managed to get it, but it is something that can happen. And we're going to go ahead and run up and take out this guy. So, Castle Morn is not very big. You'll clear it pretty quickly, all things considered. But, like I said, it's better to come here early. This area is really, difficulty-wise, it's about on par with the beginning area. With the exception of this part right here. Ow. These guys suck. Okay. That wasn't as bad as it could have been. But yeah, like I said, difficulty-wise, this is an early game area. We can come here early on to, again, get powered up, get some loot. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're getting some early game runes. We're getting some extra runes. We're getting some items. Depending on what type of character you're wanting to play, there's some gear here that might be very important to you. For example, if you're wanting to make a Alexander Belmont build, which honestly is pretty cool. So if you're wanting to use whips, this place has your first whip. This place has the Claymore, which is a amazing weapon that's oftentimes considered, you know, a great, like, it's a solid workhorse weapon. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it will carry you through the game if you let it. So there's lots of good reason to come here early. There's a lot of upgrades for your flask here. There's a lot of smithing stones if you don't do the crazy route that I did at the start of the game. There's a lot of good loot to be found here. Like I said, solid, very solid area to come through. So we're gonna go this way first. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna explore all of this place before. Yeah, we already said that. Anyway, our next grace is right over there. First, we got to get through this gauntlet of enemies. Now, they will fight each other, so I wouldn't worry about, you know, you can sit back and watch. This battle goes both ways, I've noticed. It's not one-sided. Or you can do what I like to do, which is that. Try and catch two of them at once. Because the knights with the shields are actually really annoying if you don't take them out quick. Because they can block a lot of attacks and then inflict a lot of pain on you with those tower shields. Alright, so we took care of the baddies. The castle is more or less clear. There's one little area still. And this is her father. This is Edgar. Nope. Hi, blood. So this is her father, Edgar, who gives you a sacrificial twig. You deliver the arena's letter. He tells you he can't leave. He's got to make sure the sword doesn't fall out of enemy hands. And he wants you to tell Arena that he'll come when he's fulfilled his duty. So at this point, we're looking okay on progressing his storyline. God, again, excuse me, folks. I'm getting there. We want to get down. Forget, how do I get down? That's right, it's over there. There's one more little bit of stuff to do before we move to the second half of the castle. So where we first came up here, you can see you can jump over right here and land on that tent. We could have went this way first. I always just go this way, and I'm a creature of habit. I like to do things the same way every time. Here's your Claymore, which has an amazing Ash of War on it, by the way. In fact, I'll show it off real quick. So again, that's the Claymore. Claymore is a great weapon. If you just use the Claymore the rest of the game, you could not go wrong. And it's got that Ash of War, which hits like a truck. Honestly, the Claymore, it probably, if I didn't have this thing and this thing is just so good, I would be perfectly happy using the Claymore the rest of the game. But we're trying to beat this game and get ready for the DLC, which means I need to use a powerful weapon to give myself every advantage so I can get through the game as quick as possible. So, there's some more guys fighting up here. You all know what we're going to do by now. Take them out. Any ranged guys, take them out to make the fight a little more even. Excellent. And that sword we just got, the Lord's Sworn Straight Sword, that's actually like the best, if I recall correctly, that is the best straight sword in this game. So, if you manage to get that thing to drop and you are going to be a sword user, there you go. You cannot go wrong with just taking that thing and upgrading it. You can get two of them. If you have two of the same weapon, which we've not talked about this. In fact, I can kind of show it off, I believe. Do I have the attributes? I do, okay. if you had two of the same weapon and you equip them, now L1 gives you a new move where you can do that. So you get a whole new way to fight. So straight swords are a lot of fun to do that. You get a really cool moveset by doing so. But yeah, that Lord Sword and straight sword we got, that's really good. The Warhawk Talon, which we already have, which we farmed 2 of them, because I might switch them at some point. They're really good. What did that say? Behold Dead End. And this is why I missed playing on PC, because I don't have PS Plus. On PC, you get all these messages left by players. And they really do add to the game. Alright, so this is everything of the upper castle. We came through without a death, which that is spectacular. So we're going to run through, we're going to hit our next race, and then we're going to go back and talk to Arena, just let her know what her dad's up to. I don't think it really matters. I don't even know if you need to do that to progress his quest, but we're going to be safe. So this gets us here. Alright. And let's fast travel back to the Bridge of Sacrifice and get another drink of coffee to soothe our throat. Oh. She's already dead. She's dead. That's all it says. And you can see that is one of the demi-human cleavers. So, let's go back to Castle Morn. Can you go tell? You know, I've never done it this way. I don't think this messes anything up. Let's go see if we can tell her dad. Like I said, I've never actually done it this way. I'm kind of curious if I can go tell him right now and what he'll do if I do. So just to expand upon something I mentioned earlier, let me show you what these look like. So these are the Warhawk Talons. They're pretty groovy looking swords anyway. They have a unique R2, which this is my first time actually seeing it. It's really good. And this is the tool wield moveset. Pretty cool, right? Plus, like I said, they look amazing. They're a good weapon. They're a strength dex. They're mainly a dex weapon. So yeah, we might, like I said, we might power them up and flip to them later on. All right, so we want to just go this way. We're just going to cleave through these dogs. We don't want to mess with that stuff up there. We'll kill the pumpkin head again just because he's in the way, kind of. And honestly, it's easy. Easier runes and a second chance of getting his drop, which we did not get. Like I said, main thing is we're just trying to rush to Dad. Rush to him and see what he has to say about Arena. Because like I said, I've never talked to him up there and told him. I always encounter him later. So this ought to be interesting. Nice. I think the other one fell off the bridge. Which luckily flying enemies in this game are kind of dumb. Yeah, he fell down somewhere, and I'm pretty sure he died of fall damage. I think he's down there. I think I can see him. So yeah, he has wings, but he died from falling. Go figure, right? Makes no sense, but I will be happy to. I'll be happy to benefit from his lack of skill. Alright, Edgar. We are coming to have a chat with you. Alright, so Edgar is gone. You can summon him for the boss, which we will summon him. I don't know if you need to summon him for his quest, but I don't want to take the chance. So, like I said, for People's Quest, we're going to summon. Otherwise, we're going solo. Alright, so we're back here where we dropped down earlier. You're just going to keep dropping. That's where we're heading, is down there. So now we got to descend down the back of the castle. There's a few items to get along the way. Now we need to go back up and redo that. Because you can't get back up once you make that drop that I just did. And chat, be sure to let me know if you're enjoying the game or not. Hey Lorena over on YouTube, how are you? I apologize for my voice. I'm sick, so I apologize if I sound very scratchy and low energy compared to previous streams that you may have caught me in. Alright, so we're going to drop down here, and you immediately want to go take this guy out. There it is. These things are weak to fire, otherwise they take a lot of hits. They are also weak to bleed. So, just take your time. Don't get crazy trying to kill these things. Got a ghost here, he just tells you that they're going to eat them. You know, nothing too crazy going on there, chap. More of those things. Honestly, there's no reason to fight them. Just leave them alone. There's no item down here. So we're going to work on crossing through here. Bunch of enemies. Rush them and kill them quick. The beast... Oh, we got an iron cleaver drop. That's actually kind of interesting. The beastmen are not awful, but... you know, there's no sense in not killing them quick while you got the advantage. So now we got a big guy. And I think we have another, yeah, we have a big guy who automatically somehow knows you're there. Kill him quick. A couple charge attacks, you can knock him out before he can get off, but again, those guys are deceptively hard. I mean, they've got a rolling attack, which I don't think y'all have seen yet. That is, for me at least, very hard to time and normally gets me killed. Hey Lorena, oh, you joined the Discord? Outstanding, friend. Thanks for coming into the community. There's lots of cool people in there. Chat with them. Have a good time. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Hey, Tien. Welcome back, my friend. I thought you were heading out. I'm glad you're back. We don't need to kill this thing. We're going to, but we're already full on our, not Estus, Flask of Crimson Tears. Estus is what the other Souls games call their healing item. Alright, now we're just jumping across. You was hoping I was playing something else. Sorry, Tien, I'm going to be playing this for a while. I really want to complete this game before the DLC comes out in June. And I'm trying to focus and actually get a couple games beat, so I've got more time freed up on my schedule to play the other games. Like Amnesia, that you so graciously got me. That's going to have to be worked in very soon. So we're going to go after the rat first, chat. And then we're going to hope to God that we don't get just murdered by the other rats. And that worked out. There's your whip, chap. So again, if you want to play an Alexander Belmont style character, if you're wanting to channel your inner Castlevania, this is where you do it. That's where you get your whip. Alright. Just got a couple more things, and we're almost at the boss of this area. So you got another Grace. We don't need to heal, nor do I think we have enough souls to even be able to level if we wanted to. Let's see if we can get close enough to pop a level. I don't think so. Which is a shame because we're going into a boss fight. Yeah, we need our 2K. Alright, well, there's no point in, again, those are jellyfish. Don't hurt the jellyfish, chap. That's an unofficial rule of the souls of Elden Ring. Jellyfish are friends. We don't hurt jellyfish. Whew. Okay, that's good to know that that guy's easy to drop with 2 of these R2s. Alright, so again, we got jellies. At this point, you can just drop down. There's a stair. There's actually a ladder that gets down here somewhere, I believe. I don't remember where. No, it's literally right next to me. Leave the jellies alone. For water, by the way, folks, watch out. So you can see here the cliffs, the edge of the rock. Once you go off that, there's no swimming at Elden Ring. You just plummet and die. So watch your path. Over here is going to be a big crab. Where's he at? Yep, there he is. Oh, wow. Wow. It's that easy, chap. It's that easy to die. I got caught up in my R2s. Got caught up in my R2s and trying to talk, and I got crabbed. Let's do that again. We can drop out on this side this time. Don't land on the jellies, by the way. If you bounce on them Mario style, that will aggro them. Grab our souls first before we mess up. Oh, yeah, I could have done 3 R1s and been fine. But no, I decided to try and do my fancy R2s. Somebody's died here. These bloodstains, we haven't talked about that. This is part of the online aspect of this game. If you click on a bloodstain, you'll see a player's death. So it's a way to give you an idea of how other people died, what happened. There's no real reason for me to defeat those crabs. I just did it to do it. I think we've gotten all the items at this point. There might be like some arrows or something down this way. I can't remember. We're gonna go check. Nah, looks... I think we got the arrows over there already. So we are ready to go fight the boss of the area. There's someone channeling Let Me Solo Her. Look that up. So we got gold summon sign. That means you can summon our player. We're going to summon in Castellan Edgar here to help defend his castle and regain his honor. And then in we go. We're going to pop on a fire grease, buff our weapon up, because I keep forgetting to do so. Oh wow, we just completely wrecked this thing. I don't know that I needed Castellan Edgar, to be honest. Okay. And that gets you the Grafted Blade Greatsword, which is a clear homage to Game of Thrones. It's one of the legendary weapons, by the way, that you need for your Platinum Trophy or your full Steam achievement list, if that's something you're into. You got the Storied Sword of Castle Morn, or Avenger's Weapon. It is burdened with oceans of anger and regret. One of the legendary armaments, a lone surviving champion from a country now vanished, was so determined to continue fighting. They claimed the swords of an entire clan of warriors. I mean, it's a giant sword made out of a bunch of melted down swords. I'm pretty sure y'all can work out the parallel for yourself. Alright, there's nothing else on this island. I didn't think so. We will rest real quick, though, and spend our runes, chap. Spend your runes while you got them. Again, our goal is that we're trying to build up to 1,000 hit points. Okay. At this point, we can go back and talk to... Now I know for sure we can go talk to Edgar. He gives us a reward. I don't remember what it is. I just remember that he gives you something for doing this. So let's go get whatever our reward is. Don't mind me, chap. Don't mind me. The classic Souls wiggle. This is what hitting L1 very quickly does, for those who care. Alright, so same run we've done a couple times now. Just run and kill the dogs. Two-hand your weapon, crouch, go over to big guy, smash big guy. Don't get big guy's helmet. Be sad on the inside. And cut our way through little guys. Oh, my throat. Alright, so we're going to head on up here. And I don't need to explain this. Y'all seen it. Y'all know what we're doing. We're just doing the same fight that we've done. We're running up on this guy. We're hoping that that guy dies again. He did not. Ow. There we go. There we go, chap. Alright, let's go get involved in the battle. Stir some stuff up. Sit down. Oh no. May have messed up. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, if they had both attacked me right then, complete their attacks, that would have been the end of us, chap. Yes, so he is here.
I'm in your debt for keeping this.
So he's not bound by duty. He's basically just saying, I can go rescue Arena, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life with her. She's got a gentle nature. Love her so much. But as with most storylines in the Souls franchise, we have a sad ending. Now, we already know she's dead because we went and looked. So now we're going to go find Edgar, who's down here at our body.
Rena, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. For life with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done.
Alright, so at this point he's driven mad with anger, and he is going to hunt them down and kill every one. So, at this point we are safely progressed that storyline, and we can move on. But we are going to go ahead and finish off the Weeping Peninsula. There are a few things still to get down here in this lower area. There's a couple of minor loots in this area. The main thing is there's a major loot down here. There's something down here. And that's really it for this area. Of course, we already ran up through here. You saw that before. That takes you up here to this village, which has 3 items, which we already got. It's got one of your best faith spells in the game. Your nuke. So if you're a faith build, you want to get here early. It's got a shield that's kind of whatever, and it had I think it was a sacred tear, which is good for obvious reasons. So basically, we're going to do this lower area. And like I said, we're going to hold off on the world boss only because, again, that world boss sucks, and I just don't want to fight it. That is the long and short of it. I just don't feel like dealing with it. So in these woods, somewhere there's a scarab. So these scarabs are annoying because they teleport. So you gotta sneak up on them. There's a couple ways to do this. You can either do what I'm doing right now, which is literally run at them. And it normally doesn't work too well. Works about like you saw there. Or you can attack them from range, which they have no real defense against if you attack them from range. Dang it. You can sneak up on them. I'm just having bad luck. Like I said, you can just attack from range to pop them. That gives us the poison mist spell, which, whatever, we don't really care about it. But you got it. And like I said, you can sneak up on them. It's just finicky. Doesn't, you know. Well, I say finicky. It's probably really just a skill issue, if we're being honest. There's some poison blooms in here. Always grab poison blooms if you can, because you're going to need them to make the poison cleansing item. And trust me, you're going to want to have those. There's a golden rune 4. I mean, it's not great, but it's decent. These guys are really annoying. They can grab you, which really sucks, so just be careful. They don't drop any loot worth anything. So, I mean, whoa! And that's what I was about to mention. There is a giant crab there, so be careful. Alright, down here we have some hostile jellyfish. There's no reasoning with them. There's no making them unmad. You just gotta kill them. And they're not too bad. You get a somber too, and some arteria leaf, which again, if you hadn't done the run I had done earlier, you know, all these sombers, that'd be useful stuff. In our case, you know, we did do the run, so we don't need somber 2s anymore. These things, by the way, if you examine them, they give you a little bit of lore. So a lone hero here, a lone hero fought here against Lord Godfroy. It's not, you know, super important. It's not a major thing, but, you know, it's nice getting those little snippets of lore. And that's how this game tells its story. It's very hidden, very spread out. It doesn't hold your hand and just dump exposition on you. You got to go out and look for it. The story can be as shallow or as deep as you want it to be. You know, if all you care about is the basics of the game and getting through it, I mean, the lore can be as simple as... God! High smoke. The lore can be as simple as you're tarnished, you got killed with the lords, and you gotta reclaim the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. But, if you want to dive into it, there's a whole lot more there. If you see an enemy with glowy eyes, by the way, that means that they're going to give extra runes when they die. This reminds me, we've not seen any of these messages in a while. Let's do fighting cowboy. No, that's not one, so I think it's just cowboy then. Cowboy, and then let's also do, I think it was Elden Lord. Nope. Alright, I remember the other ones. So basically, if you have a group password on, when your group does special things in the game, like killing boss stuff, you get bonus runes for a while. I always like to turn them on. Of course, you know, the game's been out 2 years now, so it's not near as frequent as it used to be. When it first came out, though, that would pop constantly. And it was kind of cool, you know? That's one of the things this game does so well, is the asynchronous multiplayer. You know, it really did an interesting job of making you feel connected to the world. Even if you didn't ever summon another player. Like, you still feel like you're in this journey together with other folk. Alright, we're going to set it tonight. I'm going to go try and kill the death bird that's here. I think he sucks quite a bit more than the other one, if I remember correctly, but I would like to be done with this place instead of coming back later. I've only got 3k runes, and I don't really have, there's not really a way for me to lose them if I fail. There's nothing that could kill me on a return trip. So now's, you know, a good time to go after him. Will he spawn up here? No, I think he only spawns down there. There are bats. Again, don't... Oh, no. Oh, that was the... Oh. Woo. Nice. Nice, that one wasn't bad. Hey, mud dog. Boring. I could be playing Helldivers to help you level up. I didn't know you were playing Helldivers. Yeah. You gotta let me know these things, friend. You know, we could potentially, I could see about... Let's see how we do progress-wise on Elden Ring. If I make some good progress-wise and you're still playing, I'll flip over and help you. Plus, I can stream tonight. Sapper's not playing because it's Monday night. He doesn't play on Mondays anymore. So potentially, you know, me and you could do some hell diving tonight. Because I do need to do a lot of hell diving. Sapper is way ahead. Jump up here, chap. Excuse the great turtle shell. It is a great shield, which they decent Ash of War on it. Barricade. The big thing, though, is when you have it equipped, it gives you extra stamina on your back. However, it does look kind of stupid, just to be honest. Also, it's not a full 100% physical resistance shield, so you can't really use it for blocking tanking damage. But if I had it equipped, I wouldn't need to use this green turtle talisman. But honestly, I have nothing else to use on the green. I mean, I don't need something else instead of the green turtle talisman, so that's kind of irrelevant. So we jumped up here. First thing we do, chat, is we have this. We have our first puzzle tower. Now these are neat. They're not as... They're not difficult, but they all have little puzzles required to open them. Normally some variation of find some hidden enemies and kill them while other enemies spawn on you. So we go read the book, seek 3 wise beasts, and immediately one spawns. So you know what you're looking for. You're looking for turtles. So there are 3 wise beasts. We defeated the first one, there's the second. And the third is right over here. It's actually invisible. And the seal is open now. So now I can go in, claim my prize. This is Oridis' Rise. Always check behind. Some of them have stuff there, I believe. And doing these gets you the items you need to get extra spell slots. So we've not talked about that at all since we're not spellcaster. By default, you see I've got 2 memory slots in the center of the screen there. That means I can equip 2 spells. By doing these and getting access to the item we're about to get, a memory stone, you get a extra spell slot for every one you get. So for casters, it's really important to get these spell slots quickly, because you're going to want to have a variety of spells for different situations. Generally, you want to have an AoE, you want to have a single target, maybe a couple variations of those if you don't want to waste all of your, you know, depending on what the spells are. Because some spells, of course, have different cost. And not all spells are good for the right situations. I mean, like I said, the main thing is you want to have a variety of options to pick from. And that's how you get to that point, Chad. Alright, we got another big boy down here. This is nothing special. Just run up, kill these guys. They're not hard to kill. If you get near the hole like I just did, you're going to summon an enemy in. He's not actually very difficult. I wouldn't be too worried about him. kill them. You don't really get much. Some of these holes, I think, have a gravity stone item, which lets you cast a minor spell. But, I mean, it's kind of whatever, you know. You don't, again, it's an item you don't need. So at this point, we're almost done with this area, right? But you notice, there's a couple little hidden nooks and crannies. I'm going the wrong way. This is not the nook and cranny I want. This way. So if we follow this around instead of going right up top or around that way, we come down this path. Every time you come this path, kill this guy right here. You need golden, you need the gray dragonfly heads for certain items for the crafting, so it's good to get a hold of it now. I don't believe there was anything back here if I recall correctly. Yeah, just a Trina's Lily. Trina Lily's kind of whatever. You can use them to make sleep stuff. So if you want to roof your enemies, that's how you do it. So we're going to come pop this door, and we got another catacomb. The Impaler's Catacombs, which we're going to go ahead and do. Alright, as always, equip your torch, equip your shield if you got one. That is, again, unfortunate that we do not one-hit them. Could this be a secret? So there's a couple of them in here. Let them come to you, chap. I like this technique right there. I like to use my shield when they run up on me to hit me, and then guard counter them. Your mileage may vary, but that is my preferred way to fight these guys. And honestly, that's the main reason I always have a shield. A 100 resist shield, to be clear. Because fighting these guys is so much easier. There's one around the corner, if I remember correctly. There's not. Ah, there he is. Thought there was another one. Alright, so we got a grave glove word, so I came this way. Like I said, the shield makes dealing with their shenanigans just a lot easier. Alright, here is your first death trap. It's probably killed a bunch of you. Get on it. Get over here, ASAP. Before it slams you into the ceiling. Now, get on it. Again, get off it. And then go under it. This takes us down here to some goodies. This is actually your forward progression path. You would have to come this way. These guys, they spawn infinitely. Just, oh, that's the grab that I was warning you all about earlier. Try not to get bogged down by them. Try not to get grabbed by them, for that matter. Try to pay, please help. Yes, just avoid these guys. We want to just grab the items and go. When you grab that, a lot of them are going to spawn. Again, there's no reason to kill them. They give barely any runes. The main thing is just make sure you grab these flowers, the grave glove wards. If you're using the spirit summons, that's your upgrade item, and you want that. Alright, so we got through there. We got the stuff we needed. Now we just carry on. Get your shield back out. Always stay equipped with your shield. Somewhere heavy doors open. Ah, it's a shame. Sometimes you can get their mask. Alright, and that loops you back around, chap. Which one is this? Is this the crystal darts? One. Wary of group. It's not the crystal darts one. Ow. As you can see, this one sucks. Take your time. Because once they're dead, the actual boss is easy. Woo! Just get away. Let's heal up. And he's down. And that gives you the demi-human ashes. The demi-human ashes are actually a lot of fun. It summons a gang of 5 dudes that will gang up. And honestly, with your summons, most of the time, you're not looking for your summons to complete content for you. What you're wanting your summons to do is to distract the enemy for you. So I'm sure you can see why having 5 little dudes out there is really handy for that reason. We're going to go ahead and mark this to indicate it's complete. I've not been very vigilant on that because we're going to be done with this area pretty quickly. Vigor is slowly getting where we want it. Alright, so we're going to ride on up and around. We're going to grab ourselves another great dragonfly head, hopefully. Which we did. You can hunt them and hit them while they're moving. It's just a really big pain in the butt, to be honest. Alright, so we're coming up here. We are almost done with this side. Now, we're not near done. Will y'all get over here? Since they're in the vicinity, I'd rather drop them. These things, by the way, if you activate them, they point you to dungeons. So it's a way to kind of find content. So always be on the lookout for those if you're not using a guide or anything. And if you activate them, it'll point a light towards a dungeon. So we're heading down this way. So at this point, we've cleared the entirety of the bottom, all and everything under this point. So we're going to take this over here, clear this upper area, and then we got this whole lower chunk to deal with. So that's our next progression point. So you can see there's our grace down there. Or that was the grace we already hit, sorry. Alright. You want to rush straight to this. Don't hit those. Try not to get caught by the enemies. The reason why I say you want to rush is they have a ballista that they're shooting. And you don't want to get caught by that ballista. Are you going to come up? Nope. Alright, I'll come to you then. Not sure what you were doing there, friend, but there you go. You don't want them shooting that thing at you. So, rush up here. We're going to take them out. Just climb up. You know, classic. Just keep going up, keep going up. Be on the lookout for items. Sometimes these will have an item on the middle level instead of the very top. Alright, there's your dude. Drop him. And there you go. That gives you the hand ballista. So the hand ballista is like a great bow. It shoots great bolts or ballista bolts. Never used it. I have no clue how good or not good it is. I don't really intend to use it, but it's there if you want to play with it. So at this point, our goal is to get to that grace that we saw. Get to the lower area. There's going to be a lot of loot scattered around this section. So just take your time, explore thoroughly. There's a loot right there. If you go this path, you see there's a bunch of dogs there. This is one of the other directions we could have taken to get up here earlier, which we did not. We chose to go a different route. Yeah, see right there. You could have just went up here from the merchant instead of how I approached it. Which, oh, we're shaking. Shake and bake. That makes me seasick almost. Grizz. It's always Grizz. I knew before it even activated it was Grizz. Your clinky glasses and your cupcakes. So you could go up here to take the bridge. We're not going to. Like I said, we're going to clear this downward area. So there's a couple of different spots to interact with. These guys are hiding because of that ballista, which I think is just a neat little, yeah, sappers the neon glasses. I don't know about that, Grizz. So, again, come on down. That thing right there, if you follow it, so again, if you didn't already know what you were doing and where to go, if you click this, a ghost will appear. If you follow the ghost, it will take you to a hidden thingy. Now, how hidden the thingy is oftentimes up for debate. Most of the time, you don't need it, so I wouldn't recommend following it, but it's there if you do. Anyway, so now we're going to head down here. There's another cave here. Now, this cave is deadly. The boss of this cave is one of those giant rune bears, which we have seen and not engaged up to this point. Why we not engaged them? We talked about this, because they're awful. But we are going to attempt to engage, we're going to have to attempt to engage it this time. Definitely turn your lantern on. You see the ground there's cracked. Pretty obvious what's going to happen if you fall, so don't fall. Oh, Lord. You almost... Oh, that reverses my controls. Okay. I can do this. Oh, well, it fixed itself pretty quick. So we're going to head this way. If you fall, you fell in a room with a bunch of rats, and they immediately start hammering on you. Firstly, though, if you manage to go this way, you can ambush the ambushers. That's not the room you fall in. This is. There's one giant rat, and there's a bunch of little rats. Wow. It's like I said, if you'd fallen, all of these would have aggroed at once. And, I mean, we've talked about it. You know, rats aren't deadly in small numbers, but they attack quickly, and they can stun lock you, and that's what makes them a pain. It's one of the things I love about this weapon is the great range it has. Alright, so we come down to another one of these. Again, just take... I say take my time as I immediately almost plummet off. Take your time. Slowly go down. Alright, we are at the boss. Which, again, the boss is a big, nasty bear. So we're going to grease up our weapon, and we're going to charge it. With the bears, you want to be aggressive. Do not give it time to fight you. They hit hard. You want to knock it down. There we go. So that bear... The bear is a little bit of a skill check, but really, in my opinion, what it is a damage check. If you can kill the bear quick, it's not that bad. But if you can't kill it quick and you let it start running around, it has a bear hug attack where it tries to grab you. If you let it start doing all that, it's awful, chat. It's so bad. So, yeah, you really want to go quick on those bears. Don't give them time to do their bullshit. Alright, from here we're going to mount back up. And we've got a few more goodies to get in this lower area. Now, that ballista is back up because we rested, so just be aware of that. Don't go in the direction of that tower. It will shoot at you. You got a bunch of demi-humans in this area. You can kill them if you want. There's no real reason to. They don't give enough runes to be worth it. So you got a big area there. We're going to come back to that area. There is a boss in there, so don't get too close. You want to run along the outskirts right now. This is what we're looking for right here. So this is a Faith Not Crystal Tear. So the crystal tears are the items that you put in your potion, in your special jar to make it better. Well, to make it better, to let you customize your result. So that's why we came here, was to get access to that. We can also climb up here to get this church, which we've already been to. So again, stay around the outside. You don't want to go in there and trigger the boss. That is a actual boss. It's that big thing there you can see. It's not terribly hard. There is a lot of enemies though. And again, this is another DPS check, you could say. Damage per second for those who don't play MMOs. You are here to see how quickly can you fight, how quickly can you kill that that boss. Because if you can kill the boss quick, the other guys, the little guys that are with the boss, get subdued. They kind of back down. Shield of the Guilty. I don't use it. You can use it if you want. It's kind of neat looking. Okay. Next up is, let's just keep heading south for a second. That's the Spirit Spring. That's the big thing's got nothing on it. Yeah. So we're oh wow. Okay. So we are good other than fighting the actual boss now. So again. You want to kill the boss quick. Just rush the main boss. Don't worry about any of the little guys. Wow, the health bar didn't even have time to spawn. So, you notice once you kill that big one, they all back off and basically start crying. So that's why you rush the big guy, big gal actually, that was a queen, a demi-human queen. Rush her, kill her quick. She gives you a staff, which is, it's alright. I'm at this point in the game. It's nothing to write home about. So there's two different things down here to do, which I think I need to get up on. I think I need to go back this way to actually do what I need to do. We'll find out. We'll find out, chat. Let's go southeast. Yeah, see how they're all cowering now. Where am I trying to go? Is this what I'm trying to get to? This might be what I'm trying to get to. It's not quite what I'm trying to get to, but it might be. This takes us up here. Yeah. Now we're gonna kill these guys again. If you remember me talking before, they drop what's considered to be one of the best spears in the game. So I like to kill them because I like to try and get that spear. I've never gotten it. But if I did get it to drop, I would definitely consider pivoting and making a build out of it. This guy can drop his daggers. They're nothing great. Alright, so we did all that basically to do this. We want to get to that upper area way over there. To do so, we need to drop down on one of the two sides. I normally drop down on this side. It looks like there's a drop down on the other side. Since there is a drop down up there, I could. Right, isn't that? Actually, probably the best way is to drop down here and then go along the side. So there's an item up top, and then you can drop down to a cavern, and then we can come out through where those plants were, and there's some stuff. From that point, we can teleport up here and begin clearing this upper area. There's a few items down through there. So let's get that done. Like I said, chat, if you know what you're doing, you know where you're going. The game's pretty quick. The thing is, most people who play this game are probably going in blind or mostly blind, and thus aren't going to know where all the stuff is and where to go, which obviously is going to have huge impact. There's nothing up here. I just always like that you can get up here and see these views. I like the ruined battlements. Adds a lot of flavor to the game for me, at least. Alright, so what we're about to do is going to suck. It has sucked every time I've done it. It's probably going to forever suck every time I do it. So, run along the side. I'm not going to bother taking on the birds. Is this it? No, there it is. There it is. That's what I want. So yeah, we're going to try and drop down. Because there's an item down here. This is very dangerous. Obviously. Because if you fall, I mean, you're dead. So pick your path carefully. Torrent, you can jump once mid-air. So you can use Torrent to reposition slightly. Also, yeah, that's happening. So your goal is to get to this thing. Just pop in. Once it's popped, you're done. We could leave. The problem is you gotta find the right path to get out. Plus I want these items. So, I like to kill these enemies. Just be very careful. And I only kill them because it makes it easier for me, oh god, to navigate this area. So, this is what we're trying to do. So we killed the enemies, and now we gotta find... Let's see, there's a safe way down somewhere, because I've done it. Is this the safe spot? Seek down, cave head. I don't think that's the safe spot. I'm not crazy. There is a safe path down there. I know I've done it. Oh, that's shaking. It's a bad time for the shakes. You're doing your best, Chris, to get me to run myself off a cliff. Oh, your little thing popped up, so I don't know if that was you that time. Alright, we're going to try right here. This looks like the most shallow spot. Okay, good, good. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Before we go in that cave, which that is all there's left to do, is to go in that cave. There's nothing else here. Before we do that, I'm just going to double check. Is there anything here? No. I didn't think there was anything along the sides. So we're trying to get right in here through these enemies somewhere. There is an item. Where is it? They're guarding it pretty well. Try not to let yourself get poisoned here. I thought there was a dagger hidden in the middle of them. I don't see it. And we got ourselves poisoned. The exact thing I told y'all. Try not to let yourself die. I mean, if you're already poisoned, there's no real reason not to just walk in here and wail on them. Just watch out for that attack right there. I swear, chat, I thought there was a weapon. Maybe that was the earlier version? I feel like I remember there being a weapon hidden in the middle of this group of enemies. It ain't looking like it. It's looking like I just wasted some time. We got a few runes out of it, but nothing great. Alright, yeah, that looks like that was mainly a waste of time. So let's head back. Again, it's never a point to fight the bats, just leave them be. And we have ourselves another cave. So the mines are really good. And this is why the mines are so good. Every one of these mines is going to have upgrade materials for your weapons. as well as the ability to buy upgrade materials for these weapons. That's why you do the mines. Because eventually you'll be able to buy all but the final. I fall off a cliff on my own, Grizz. I mean, you're not wrong. Eventually you'll be able to buy all but the final material needed to upgrade your weapons up to max. So it's important to hit the mines early, because that's what's going to let you upgrade as many weapons as you want. Oh, we're so close to a level. We need, like, to sneeze at a rune. That's enough, right? Yeah, that's enough. Okay, good. What? Oh, no, we need... Math is hard. Let's do 5, whatever. I know for sure 1,000's enough. I think I only need like 800, but whatever. Alright, that gets us up to 25 vigor. It's a good place to be. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, Bach isn't here to do this for me, unfortunately. Kind of thinking about taking... It'll lower my... but it'll give me some weight. Yeah, whatever. I'll spend the 500 runes. So my defenses are slightly lower, and I don't have a cape, but that gives me a little bit more carrying capacity, which does let me get a hat on. Which the big thing there is just having extra defenses. So that actually brings me up. Oh. So yeah, we're gonna go. For some reason I thought I remember there being a guy that rushes down that tunnel at you. So yeah, jump puzzles are a thing, by the way, in Elden Ring. So yeah, got that to look forward to. Oh god. Oh. Luckily I wasn't at the bad jumping puzzle when you did that. I think this is where the guy comes running down the hall. Well, maybe not. Okay. I would have swore that I was at a spot that I thought I remembered. Enemy ahead. Yeah, thanks. There we go. So again, just take your time. That's the biggest lesson to be learned from these games. Don't rush if you don't need to rush. Okay, we dropped that guy, which we didn't have any real difficulties with. Okay, good. Go ahead and hit this one next. I love that I actually one-shot them. That makes life so much easier. Not quite one-shot them, but very close. Whoa! Alright, well that guy startled me. Okay, so there's the boss. That's what I thought. Yeah, so we want to take the other path. Because we want to, obviously, you want to explore everything you can before you get to the boss. One of these, so just... clear out any guys you see. Definitely clear them out before you start trying to go for anything, because you don't want an enemy to sneak up on you. Could have backstabbed him, but I messed it up. Large glintstone, that's kind of whatever. We don't need that item. Alright, then we got just a duder in here. And duder down. Salted flesh. It's a buff item. We're not worried about that, chap. Alright. And now we can head onwards to our boss, which I don't remember what the boss of this one is. That was very lucky that whoa! As I was saying, that was very lucky that killed him like that. That flying guy is a very big annoyance. So as you saw right there, I blocked with my weapon. To start reaction. You can block with weapons. It's not as good as using a shield, but it can be done in a pinch if you need to, which in that situation I felt like it warranted it. So again, make sure you grab all your sombers. Again, that's the main reason to come to these places early on, is to get all these crafting materials. Don't leave your crafting materials behind, chat. Alright. Oh. Let's go ahead and heal up. And let's approach upside down. Oh, now we're not. No clinky glass. I'm not sure who did that one. Alright, and this is the boss. Now, with these, you can actually peek in to get an idea what you're dealing with. I remember what this boss is. This guy's nothing special. It's just a misbegotten with a big axe. Just buff up and go hammer him down. And it's over. And again, guys, we are over leveled for this area. Again, you could have done this at this whole southern region, this whole island down here, peninsula. You could have done this at the start of the game, before you did anything else. We were actually a little ahead of the curve, hence why we're having such an easy time of it. And again, our weapon is more powerful than you would normally have. So if I'm making any parts of this look simple and easy, it's entirely because I've got more damage and stats than you would normally have at this time. Alright, so with this tunnel done and all this knocked out, we've entirely cleared this southern portion. So now we can head up here to the church, and then we got another cave right around here. We got a boss up here, and then we got an item to drop down through here. So let's go ahead and go get all that done. God, I wasn't even looking at the noise. Still made me jump. Oh no! Oh, I hate that signature. That's not gonna get spammed at me at all. You and me forever, Chris. Alright, so let's roll on down in the deep. Kill that guy just because. So we got a boss up on top, but then down below we have another cave, and of course there is one of those old lady statues pointing to it. And at night, some of these caves are easier to find, by the way, because they'll have jellyfish and stuff guarding them. So this one's just tucked back here. Like I said, it feels nighttime to be jellyfish. Well, listen, I'm glad you're getting your money's worth, Grizz, and you're enjoying them. For those wondering what Grizz is doing and how those are happening, do exclamation Dixper to find out how you can get in on the scaring Shadovan action. It's for a small financial support to the stream. You get access to it. I think it's like $3 will get you 3 random jump scares. And then there's a $4 option, then a $5 option, I believe. basically the bigger the option, the more control you get over what exactly you get a hold of, as well as the better your chance of getting the more hardcore scares. Also, that's how the whole spinning my screen stuff is happening and all that. And there's game-specific ones too. So, there's a lot of fun interaction you can do with the streamers based upon Dixper. I really enjoy it. My stream enjoys it. If you're a small streamer that's getting started and looking for a way to interact with your community, I'd recommend it. It's a way to bring a little bit of income into you, but more importantly, it's a pretty inexpensive way for your stream to get to interact with you. They can also use bits on it in your panels if you activate the extension. So yeah, all things I highly recommend. It's a win-win. Ow. Like I said, it's a win-win for everybody. No skeleton. Bad skeleton. Is this the thingy? No. Bad message. We're going to rate this poor. You can rate messages, as you saw. There's actually a reason to leave messages. Which I don't have the message item. Where do you get it? I'm not sure where the message item is. I've not found it yet. I think I've overlooked it probably. But you can leave messages. The messages are fine. But the big thing is if someone rates your message because you left a good one, you get a full heal. So there's actually an incentive to leave messages. Non-troll messages. Which that's a fun little mechanic I like. Alright, there's fire up here. Yep. Yep. Is there a skeleton here? Interesting note, by the way. Just do that. And it's down now. Yeah, it's that easy, chat. I've struggled with that myself. But yeah, you could always just shoot those. And it doesn't have to be a bow. Any ranged item will do it. Ooh, scripture wooden shield. And then you don't have to deal with that nonsense anymore. So there's a skeleton above us. Uh-oh. This does shoot in all directions. I recommend going up here and clearing the skeleton out now. Otherwise, when you're trying to activate that and jump on it, you can just be annoying. So we're going to go in this room next. It's going to be a few... If you mess up the bones, you can make them spawn sooner than they're supposed to. I've always wondered if that's a bug or if it's intended, but... I mean, I guess it must be intended. We're 2 years into the game. They've not ever fixed it. Nope. Obviously, you don't need to fight these skeletons. You could just run past them. What you could do is run in, grab the item, and then activate this. And doing so, it'll start spitting fire down on them. That's always fun. No mimicry head, good luck. Liar head. Yeah, I think normally people like to leave a message there claiming that you can open that, but you can't. Be wary of rushing in. This means there's skeletons. think there's another one somewhere. I don't see it, so I think we're clear. Yeah, liar head, no hidden message, no hidden wall. Alright, run in here. I think we're done with enemies. Yeah. Grab the thing, pull the thing, and you are golden. Somewhere heavy doors open. And now we have access to the boss, chat. Just run through. On the off chance that you have missed a skeleton, they are going to be standing, so just be aware of that. Holy required head, and let there be victory. Dark head, therefore try holy. Wise always dog. Try running attack. I think I know which boss this is. Yep. This thing's super weak, but it will kill you in a heartbeat. And that gets us Lutil the Headless, which is one of our first legendary summons. She's pretty good. She's pretty tanky. But she has range attacks, and she will teleport around. So she's a good choice for a summon. If you're looking for a summon that's not necessarily going to be the main threat in a battle. She's your gal. Or not main threat. Like if you want the enemy to attack you still. But you still want to do some damage to them. That's what she's good for. Alright, we're going to come here and fight our first Erdtree Guardian. Now, the Erdtree Guardians are big. They fight just like the Asylum Demons from other Dark Souls games. In fact, they have almost the exact same moveset minus some special moves. So if you're good at fighting the Asylum Demon in Dark Souls 3, I got the mask. That's not what I wanted. Can I equip it, actually? I cannot. It would look kind of interesting. But if you're good at fighting those things, they're not bad. They do get stun locked. Or stun locked. You can drop them. So, obviously, always a good thing to drop them. Erdtree avatars. Sorry, not guardians. They're called avatars. Enemy failed. And that gives you some more stuff to put in your flask. And this gives us the two things that we're going to use in our flask for probably the entirety of the rest of the game. Which, when we get back to a grace, I'll go over those with you, why I feel that way. So we're going to clear. I don't think there's anything else really of note. Just crafting materials. I'm looking for another guardian. There it is. Every time I see a guardian, I'm going to kill it to try and get a chance at its loot. Alright, so we're basically done with this upper area. You see some enemy stuff over in that corner. There's nothing there. Don't bother. We want to head over here. So we're done with the upper area entirely. We just want to head to the cliffside. And we want to go that way. I believe this is the cliffside we need right here, where these guys are. Yeah. So, very. Oh God! Again, let's dismount. Very careful. Drop down. Get a shield. It's a cool looking shield. It's not as good as what we currently have, but it is neat looking. And that finishes off this upper area. Now we still have one more cave, kind of. Well, let me phrase that. We have a cave here. There is some stuff we can do in here, but there's no real point in going into them yet. And of course, we already did everything else. So we got some graves down here we can hit, and then we got this upper area. We already cleared out this and got the scythe. So really, we just have this Everjail. So let's head over here to Tombsword. head on over to the Tombsword. Of course, we got a big guy there. We're going to mark this with a tower, just so we know he's there. Okay, we can level up, so let's go ahead and do so. Again, I want to get this up to 30. I want that bigger. Let's take a look at the shield. How does it compare? That weighs a little more, but it's got... Okay. It's got less guard boost, which guard boost dictates how much stamina I lose when I block with the shield. So, I mean, I could put on a lighter shield, but then I would lose some stamina, more stamina when I block a hit. However, it does look a lot cooler. I mean, that Eclipse looks cooler than the brass shield, I think. So we're going to equip it. Also, equipping this, yes, it is going to allow us to put on some other items. It's not the worst fashion. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. How does this helmet compare to the Vagabond? My magical defenses are... My elemental defenses are less. My physical's better. My poise is better. Which poise is important. So you know what? We'll go back to this for now. We still don't have a new bow. No. Alright. So now, like I said, we got basically this. In fact, I'll even ping them. Boop, 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 scoop, skadoop. So we basically got 5 things left. And at that point, we were done with the entirety of the Weeping Peninsula. These enemies, you can't kill them. You can, I don't believe you can get the armor from these guys, but there is a, coming up pretty soon, there's going to be an enemy we can get their armor from. It is a phenomenal looking set. Like, good lord, does it look good. It's actually technically the match to this dagger, or this shield. Oh no, we can't get it from them. Yeah, the Mausoleum armor looks awesome. Alright chat, so we're going to run up here. Don't ever mess with these. It's not that they're dangerous, it's just there's no real point in fighting them, to be honest. To the Weeping Everjail. It's going in. Now these are just pure boss fights, there's nothing else inside. The moment you step off this ledge, the boss will spawn, so go ahead and prepare yourself. We already hurt the boss so much, he's already went to our next phase. Whoa! Oh, we got frostbitten. You gotta be careful of that. Oh, wow. I have never been killed by this enemy. That is my first death ever to the ancient heroes and more. So, if you kill her quick, much like I've said about every enemy, she's not bad. She got a little aggressive. She got a little aggressive with us. And honestly, I got overly aggressive. So let's try that again, shall we? Oh, we didn't do our crystalline tier either. That would have made this a lot easier. Alright, now we back off this time. Let her do her whole spiel. Get off the ice so we don't get frostbitten. Let's back off. And there we go. Jump attacks. Jump attacks with a heavy weapon, chat, trivialize a lot of enemies. Excuse me. So we just got a very interesting item, which we're going to talk about now. So we just got the Radagon's Scar Seal. So the Scar Seals, there's two different types. There's Marika's and Radagons. These raise your stats. So this one raises all my physical stats by 3. But how do we pull this up? No. There it is. But my defenses all drop. So early on, these are great for extra stats because I mean that's extra damage, health, everything. But later on, you're not going to want to use them because the damage isn't worth it. I'm going to use it right now for the stats, but I will be taking it off before we make too much further progression. But like I've said a couple times now, the point we're at, we're all about damage at the moment. Damage is key for us. Alright, here's our next cave. This is your first poison cave, and these caves suck. So just be aware, this is Poison City. Let's go to our Wondrous Physic real quick. So we just got the Crimson Burst. The Crimson Burst lets you regen health for a long time. And the Opulent Bubble Tear means the first hit you take gets discarded. So those two combined are pretty much going to allow us... That's going to really boost our survivability in boss fights and major encounters. Like, it's so good. Before we get in here, since it is Poison City, let's make a bunch of boluses. We want fire, because fire is really good. Whenever you can make arrows, by the way, folks, always make the Fletch version if you have the choice. Poison arrows. I can't think of any reason I would need poison arrows anytime soon, so we're going to make fire arrows. You don't need to do this, chat. You can go this whole game and never craft a thing. Honestly, I'm crafting just to use the stuff out of my inventory. And because I like it when I see that I'm maxed out on stuff. We do have our bombs. We need our boluses equipped. Especially for this area. So there's some new enemies here. These enemies suck. So rush them down and kill them before they get their spells off. You see the bar counting up at the bottom? That is our poison resist. Honestly, you're going to get poisoned here. So I recommend just run in and just do what you need to do. If you manage not to get poisoned, that's awesome. But it'll take you... Oh, my voice is cracking a lot. It'll take you forever if you just try to wait out your poison. Just let it happen. You know, just get a poison, use a bolus. Do not roll here, though. If you roll in this stuff, it actually sticks to you. So never roll in poison, chat. Nice. Nicely done. So it gets in our cookbook, more stuff we can make. A couple items, nothing crazy. Again, just run. Just use your boluses when you need them. Like right now. To try and avoid, try and mitigate the damage you're taking. There we go. And now we're out of the poison. Honestly, that right there, that chunk was the worst of it. We can hop back to our healing now. With the big plants, not so much these little ones, but those big ones, by the way, if you put fire on them, that dramatically messes up their day. Like, it stuns them badly. Ooh, okay, let's back off from that smoke. Ah, we're gonna get poisoned there. Yep. Alright, again, pop a bolus. Be done. Don't be stingy on your boluses, chap. They're not super hard to make. You can get the stuff you need pretty easily. You know, wear them out. Try fire. Oh, yeah, I remember what this is. So speaking of what I just told you all, chat, to use fire on the big plants to stun them. Oh, whoa! Okay, it doesn't work when they're already doing that. There we go. And that boss is down. And that gives you the Viridian Amber Medallion. It is nothing to write home about, chat. Nothing at all. That medallion is... I mean, it gives you a very small health boost. It's not worth using over your other medallions. I would highly recommend you do not equip it. Again, we don't need to go here. So our next area is down there. So we're going to flip over to this merchant. We're going to finish off Weeping Peninsula, chat, and then we are going to take a break. Just so everybody is on the same page. We need 3. That one got me. That one got me. Whoever did that. Grizz. It's always Grizz. I'll give you that one. You got me with that one. I don't remember if he had anything else I wanted. No, I bought out all the main things I wanted. The Lost Ash of War is useful. So I've got the Zweihander, which is a great two-handed weapon.
Have a safe journey.
In fact, I'm tempted now just to see if I can go ahead and raise. Can I get 6K? It'll be close. Not quite. If I hadn't leveled up, I could have.
Anything else?
3,500. I'm not going to use the Zweihander, but I'd like to get the root. I'd like to have it just for completion's sake. We don't know what's going to happen with DLC, what weapons are going to change, get buffed, or, you know, we just don't know what's going to happen. We've seen a trailer, but that's it. So I'd like to enhance my what I got. Enhance. Completion is what I'm trying to say. I'd like to have as wide a variety of options as possible. Hey, Tian. Welcome back, friend. Thanks for popping back in. Still playing that Elden Ring. I know. And Mud wants me to go play Helldivers with him. So, you know, none of y'all are happy right now with me playing this game. I know. I gotta get a beat, Tian. I got to. Helldivers is even worse. But what do you have against Helldivers? The game's awesome. Just action packed. It's probably one of my favorite games right now. Play Palworld. I do need to do some work on Palworld, I won't lie. I have let Palworld languish for a minute. Alright, I think there it is. I don't remember if there's that. Oh, that's right, there is. So there's an invisible. Come back here, you. Oh, that was just... Okay. I wasn't sure if there was actually a... get out of here, fireflies. Oh, that was a lucky swing that caught that. I wasn't sure if there was actually any reason to go there. I couldn't remember if there was an item or not. This, however, there is for sure a reason to go this way. Oh, he's still alive. No, no, he's not. Alright, grab your items, chap. Get your loot. Never forget your loot, chat. It's very important. Alright, we're going to go in here. We're going to drop these guys. God, I love this weapon. It's actually my first time using it in a playthrough. And it is so good. We're going to climb up, 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 up. Keep climbing up. Keep climbing up, chat. Keep climbing up. Somehow that missed. And we have another teleporter trap. So this is going to give you your first glimpse of late game. Of one of the last areas you go to in this game. And I, for one, think it's super cool. So you can immediately turn around and look at this. First of all, look on the map to see an idea of where we're at. Langdale, the Royal Capital. And then look at that guy. Look at that giant dragon. You can see all sorts of stuff down there. Yeah, this is your first glimpse at the capital. And the Erd tree is right there, the goal, what we're trying to reach. And you can even from here, you can actually see the door that opens to the final boss. Super cool. I love this so much. Now, we can't access this. You actually access this later. But this gives you just a cool little glimpse, which I love. So we're going to run our way up this way. Because again, this is a teleportation trap. Doesn't mean you got to use a grace before you can actually fast travel out. We are going to go up here first, though. Obviously, we see a golem. We know what that means. He's going to come to life. This golem has a lot more health than the previous ones, so be aware. If you decide to start some stuff, like I am, this is not a fight we're supposed to be doing right now. He is killable. Just know that he's got a lot of health, and he hits hard. But that golem was dead. You can see there's a teleportation circle over there. We can't use it yet, so don't even worry about it. But you come up here, and you get the Blessed Dew Talisman. I love the Blessed Dew Talisman. The Blessed Dew Talisman regens health. It's like 3 health every few seconds or something like that. Which is not a lot, right? But there's a trick you can do. You can equip it, and then you can unequip it, and equip it, unequip it, You can do this right here, over and over and over, and it will actually heal you with every click. Now, that's super scummy in PvP. Please don't do that in PvP. Don't just run away from people while clicking that. It's such a cheap tactic. But in open world, I have no issue with it. Instead of resting the grace and potentially having some progress reset, just pop that. So, at this point, folks, we are completely done with the Weeping Peninsula. I know you're all probably like, what is Shadowin doing right now? It bothers me when these aren't lined up really well. And I didn't do it earlier, so now I can't line it up the way I want it to be. Alright, that's as lined as we're going to get. I'll take that. So, like I said, Weeping Peninsula done. All bosses done. Limgrave done. All dungeons, all bosses done. Well, actually, I take it back. I forgot. We have 2 caves we've not dealt with. I completely forgot about them. I'm glad I just looked. I forgot all about those guys. So never mind, chat. We still have some stuff we can do before we go fight Godric and defeat our first demi-human. Demigod, not demi-human. So you can already see him down there, hanging out.
What's the matter? Aren't you supposed then you must or without with
Alright,
the
Godric, he's whatever. He's just talking smack. Let's go fight our very first, very first Tree Sentinel, chap. Tree Sentinel sucks. Hits hard. Just hammer him. Don't be afraid to back off and heal. When he does the attack, you actually need to jump it, not do like I just did. Dang it. Got me twice with the same attack. No, we're dead. Yep. I got stun locked there, and then I jumped backwards when I should have jumped to the side. Panic rolling again, chat. I've been playing these games for years. I'm just as susceptible to it as anyone else. Don't panic roll. Panic rolling is when you mash the button and you're mashing a direction. It will force you to do that. Like, even if you decide you don't want to do that, the original input you chose, it will still make you do it. Dang it. That shield check has some range, so watch out for that. You can't actually stagger him and get a riposte like you can other enemies. At best, you can knock him loose like that. Alright, let's back off. Let's heal. We're one hit. There we go. That is the Tree Sentinel dead. This was the first. A lot of people probably came out in this open field, saw that guy, and thought, oh, he's there for me to kill. Fought him and died a horrible death. The Golden Halberd he just dropped. If you're playing a strength faith build, oh my god, is this weapon amazing. Also, by the way, we got this rusted anchor earlier in the game. That's actually the best strength scaling weapon in the game. So if you're doing a pure strength build, it is the best great axe in the game. It looks kind of dumb, I think, but as far as power goes, you can't beat it. So this Golden Halberd, it's got holy and physical damage. It scales with faith and strength, mainly with strength. It's got Golden Vow, which is a great buff on it for its Ash of War. It's really good, chap. I used this on my first playthrough, which I only got maybe halfway through the game. But this thing and doing jumping attacks carried me through the game. So, great weapon. 10 out of 10, would recommend. So now we're going to the Stranded Graveyard. This is the very start of the game, right? And we're going back here because you might remember this. There was this little dungeon which we didn't access that I actually, like I said, forgot about till just now. Well, we can access it because we have a stone sword key, stone ward key, stone sword, stone ward. I can't remember what they're actually called. But you have this thing to watch out for. Be careful. So there's these gaps on the sides. You want to tuck into them. Do not get hit by that. It will almost assuredly one-shot you. Let it go by. Don't take risk here. So there's going to be enemies that spawn. Take them out. Don't try and avoid them. Ow, there's another one. You can destroy this, which we'll get to that. So we're going to let it go by again. And we want it to go up now. Alright. Once we know it's... Oh, this is the wrong one. No, it's not. Start running. Oh, Lord. Start running to the bridge, chat. Where is it? Yep, it's down here. Run to the bridge and drop. Grizz. The cupcake. Thought we were done with the cupcake. So we're running that bridge. We're dropping, chat. That gets us down here. Now, this can be dangerous. Whoa! I forgot about you. Again, let's just ping it and get it to go away. So you could come here at the very start of the game. You can see these enemies are tough though, because they're taking 2 hits from my big beefy weapon. So I mean, this is not a thing you're meant to do at the start. And a lot of people will hammer their heads on this place. In fact, a friend of mine almost quit, or he did quit Elden Ring shortly after this. And he's the one who turned me on to Souls games. But just something about the fact that that opening dungeon was right there and you couldn't mess with it, or you couldn't possibly complete it, bothered him. So, like I said, there's this opening dungeon. There's a great item right over there. And a lot of beginning players will come here to get it. But there is a catch. When you get over there, 2 of those things from the start of the game are going to appear. There's one directly above me now. And I want to try and bring it down. Here it comes. We want to go ahead and fight these now. Nice. Nicely done. Because we can go ahead and deal with them now. You know, that's a lot less of a hassle. Now, that first one's really the main one I wanted to deal with. The second one, honestly, we can ignore. God! No, we can't. I forgot he spawns over there. Did he always spawn up there? I swear he didn't used to. Because I can remember coming and getting this item safely. Alright, so here's what we can do. Now we can ignore him. That's what I was trying to do. Oh no. This is not a good time for this. Alright, and just back off. Just run. You don't need to fight him. Just run and dip. And this is where we want to be. He will not follow you down. Just dip, dip, potato chip, and go. There's nothing in this room. Don't bother looking. Just head on up here. Got yourself an elevator. Take it. Ooh. So yeah, those guys can be a handful. So we're coming up here. And there's going to be a reasonably powerful enemy to our left. Let's go take him out. get a stone sword key. Also, real quick, so you see that I'm at 545 and a 900 HP right now, right? You see that? Every time I click this, it's 2 hit points back. So in theory, which I'm going to show you just an example, especially if you can click really fast, you can regain your HP pretty quickly and not have to not have to use your Crimson Tears, Crimson Flask. So something to keep in mind. It's handy. Souls games are hard enough, chat. Take what advantages you can get. Don't feel bad about taking advantages. Don't feel like you're cheesing the game by doing things like this. I mean, if you need it, you need it. So I'm gonna just mash for a minute. This takes a little bit of concentration to mash quickly. Probably looks really weird on camera as well. Alright. So that's what that looks like. That's why I showed it to you. So this Erdtree's favor we just got raises your HP, your stamina, and equip load. It doesn't raise a lot, but it raises enough to be useful. God! Oh, my throat. Thanks, Chris. I'm gonna take this opportunity to grab a drink while I know I've got 45 seconds of safety. As I was saying, the Erdtree's favor is a potent early game item if you can get a hold of it. It raises your HP by a little. It's not enough to matter. It gives you some stamina, that's nice, but the big thing is it gives you equip load, which can make the difference between a heavy load or medium load early on. I'm already at the point where it's not useful to me, so I'm not going to equip it, but it's there. Alright, so now we deal with this. See those? They do exactly what you think they do. And we missed. So you get 3 tries at this. I think that got it. So that gets you your first Great Bow. The Erdtree Great Bow. It is a strength faith item. We are going to want Great Bows later on, which we'll get to that. So this one's got a powerful archer skill. We don't really care about that. It does holy damage. Honestly, it's not the Great Bow for us. It's not the one we're going to be using. But it is it's good to get it. This is your earliest possible Great Bow, unless you run ahead through content, which you can. But be warned, by running ahead through content, you run the risk of triggering quest lines before you want to trigger them. So, I would not personally run ahead. The furthest y'all saw me go was going to the Lake of Liornia to get some items. I wouldn't go any further than that. And I'd be careful who you talk to or interact with, because you can start some quest lines and knock yourself out of some things. So we got another powerful Banished Knight. This guy is rough, so just be careful. Y'all saw this guy kill me a few times earlier. Get the Dragon Communion Seal. You got nothing but scares and screen spins, Grizzly. Oh, lovely. So that gave me a Communion item, or a seal. Now this seal is good because it doesn't require very high stat investment. If I just had my Faith and Arcane both at 10, I could use it. Which that's 4 levels would get me there. And that would let me cast some spells. So it's something good to keep in mind. It's good for using. It's good for the Dragon Communions. So you get different seals. Each seal is good for a different type of incantation. So, you know, you want to make sure you're using the right seal for the right spells, basically. Alright, we're almost done with this place. We have one more chunk of enemies to deal with, and then we are at a boss fight. Now, I'm not certain we're going to be HP and having only one heal, or 3 heals rather. We're going to try it. This boss sucks a lot. But we're going to try and see. And then after beating this boss, then we're finally actually going to take a break because I need to eat lunch. I need to take some medicine. Alright. We're going to go ahead and do the cheese again. Get our health up. That way we're going into this all 3 heals. 3 heals and my physics flask, my mixed physics flask, might be enough. So what we're about to fight is another one of those giant worm enemies that you saw me fight underneath Stormvale Castle. This one's natural boss though. The problem with this one is he starts far away and he immediately charges you, and that can one-shot you. I fought this guy. I did this dungeon when I first played this game. That's what I did. I came here first off, and I mashed my head into the wall and eventually killed him, and it was awful. So again, I highly recommend you don't come here till later, but you can come now. Alright. We want to grease up. We want a flask of Wondrous Physic. We want to get our heal up. We want to go in. And we want to get ready to move. Ah, oh, dang it. Oh, nice. Give me that eyeball. Oh yeah, we got this one. We got this, chat. Keep your health up. That's the biggest way this guy's gonna kill you, is by you not healing. Nice. Once you know how to fight him, they're not too bad. This gets you Banished Knight Oleg, which is probably, up to where I'm at in the game, my favorite summon. He's really powerful, but he's really aggressive. Like, really aggressive. So, he is great for if you're playing a mage or even an archer. He is great because he will just take the heat off of you. Alright, chat. So now we are actually, I keep forgetting small things. I keep forgetting small things. One last thing. Again. And then we can actually be, actually done. Oh, also, we never came here and got this. When Roderica left, by the way, she left a golden seed. Glad we did that. Which is important because now we have another charge on our flask. So we're going to still keep 8 and 1. We're going to level up. We're close to the health I want to have. Does this have... It does not have parry on it. I think I'd rather have parry on this. So we go to Ashes of War. We go to our Eclipse Heater Shield and we put parry on it. And none of these really matter because we're not going to use it, so let's just keep it as standard. So there we go. So now it has parry on it instead of whatever it had beforehand, which I think was Shield Bash or something. So now I can parry with it. The parry timing is not as good as the buckler, You have to be a lot more precise and careful with it. But the important thing is I have a shield that I can attempt to parry with now, but still block if I need it. And that's important because we're about to go fight another Crucible Knight. That is the final boss in this area before we take on Godric the Golden, the actual boss of the region. Oh, we'll see how this goes, chap. Real question of the hour is, do I want to attempt to parry him or not? Oh shit. Okay, we're gonna try it. There we go. Got a parry off. Whoa! Now he's doing this stuff. That's fine. Woo! Ow. Nice. It's over, chat. Very nice. That's my first time ever one-timing or first trying the Crucible Knight boss. That gives you another interesting spell. I've never really used their spells. My understanding is they're not the best, but you know, they're there if you want them. Boom. So we're gonna head back to the table of Lost Grace, or table of Lost Grace. We're gonna head back to Round Table Hold. So,
Well then.
you know, nothing really going on here. I don't think we.
What is it? The map in it will
Once we talk to Garang, the Beastman clergy, he's gonna have some dialogue.
the recusant. Can you believe
him?
Can scarcely believe might be
So the recusants, yeah. So the recusants, the guys that killed his companion, have offered to let him join them. They're on Mount Galmore, Volcano Manor. So he's going to join them and try and take them out from the inside. That's what's up with him.
Greeting, are you here for...
Of course, Rodrika's still over here, still doing her thing. No new dialogue with her.
Well, I took you no matter out your own.
He's got nothing new, and we can't strengthen anything at the present time. If you want to change what you look like, by the way, you can go in here and use this mirror, and you can completely re-change your character. You can change your gender, you can change what you look like, all aspects. This is the PvP. Well, it's one of the ways to do PvP. That's how they do arenas. Can't do anything up there yet. So we come down through here. Of course, there's Enya still, which I think we talked to him at the start of the game and got his JoJo pose. You can talk to Gideon here. He tells you, he basically gives you some more story, kind of tells you like what you're supposed to be doing.
I'm sick of these. No. Wait.
He'll have more dialogue after we defeat Godric. So, the bell bearings you get throughout the game, you give to them, and it increases the amount of stuff that you have here for purchase. So, for example, I just gave them the bone ones. Now I can buy beast bones, which are handy because I don't have to kill beasts to get their bones to make arrows and stuff anymore. Conversely, I can just buy arrows, though. So, I mean, how useful that actually is hit or miss. After we defeat Godric, Rogier will be here. You'll have some dialogue. In the meantime, jump down here. An NPC is going to spawn. We're going to fight him. Do not attack him off the bat. Let him stand up. Let him bow. do so, and you'll get a gesture. Now kill him. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, there we go. He's not too bad. Mad Tongue Alberic. Gives you the Taunter's Tongue. So for people who really like being invaded in these games, if you played previous Souls games, being invaded is when you open yourself up to where players can come in your game and try and kill you. By default in Elden Ring, you cannot invade a player unless they have a co-op partner. However, by using that item, the Taunter's Tongue item, you open yourself up for invasions even when you're playing by yourself. So if you really like invasions as part of your gameplay but don't want to use co-op, that's how you activate it. The item, we just picked up the Cypher Pata. This is your first, and probably for a long time your best, pure faith option. It scales off only faith, so you don't have to put any points in anything else. So if it's a fist weapon. It's not very good. I used it. The problem is its hitbox can be wonky. I encourage you, if you're making a faith character, to try it out. Just know that it can be hit or miss. But it's there if you want it. And again, like I said, it is your first option for an actual pure faith. Don't have to have any other stats weapon. Alright, chap. Still don't have the item to leave a message, though. I'm really confused where I got it. You get it early on. Like, I should be able to leave messages by now. Do y'all have it? No, I thought they might have it. They don't. I have missed it somewhere. Now I'm really concerned where it is. Elden Ring, where to find message item. All right. Da da da. There we go. How do you put? The tarnished wizened finger item. It's at the very start of the game and I ran past it, I'm pretty sure. Now that I just thought about this. Elden Ring tarnished a wizened finger. I'm pretty sure it was at the start of the game and I missed it. Yep. It was at the very start of the game and I just happened to not pick it up for some reason, chap. Well, that's very silly of me. So I do know where it is. It's not. We will go back to that area, so it's not like we lost it. Which that's over here, by the way. No, that's where that is. You will go back there. That is annoying though that I don't have it. Oh well. All right. So like I said, at this point we have now actually done everything up to fighting Godric the Golden. We're going to take a lunch break. So, we're going to put on some music. Actually, I'll just let this play, I think. So, we're going to rest here. We're going to put on our BR back screen. We're going to hang out. And we're going to take a lunch break, use the bathroom. So, meet back here in 10 minutes, everyone. Alright, we are back. However, we have to quit the game and reopen it. Because unfortunately there is a bug where a lot of times, if you alt tab out or anything, the game will turn off your controller or not let it function right. So we're gonna have to close the game and then reopen it. It's a very annoying bug, especially for a streamer when you need to be able to hit, go to starting soon, be right back, all that. It is, I don't think it's exclusive to just Elden Ring, but I personally have not had this bug outside of Elden Ring. So, let's get back into the game. Ooh, bright light. Bright light. Bright light, chat. Alright, we're loading back in. It should pop back up on the URL screen any moment now. Keyword being should. Heck, for that matter, hopefully it pops back up on my screen any moment now. There we go. Alright. We're going to attempt to take out Godric. Once Godric is defeated, chat, then we are going to take a break from Elden Ring and go play something else. And that was Dixper reactivating rather. So again, story-wise, I think you need to bring the Folly in, so we're going to. We have 8k soul, or sorry, 7k. We might regret doing this. Could I have? Probably not. So that's the Felly, who we talked to earlier. Again, she's an absolute beast. Alright, I'm going to be quiet so you can enjoy this cutscene.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well, a lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Godwin the Golden, or Godric the Golden. Our first demi-boss, our first demigod, supposed to be the weakest of the demigods. Let's get in it. Jumping. Them jump attacks hit hard. Alright, we're going into phase 2. Hurts every time I see it.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
Such a cool cutscene. Every time I see it. No! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, we're good.
I'm the Lord of all that is cold.
Felly, thank you.
And one day,
I think you actually made it
we'll
harder.
return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Excellent. Godric's Great Rune and the Remembrance of the Crafted. Alright, folks. That is our first demigod down. So we're going to rest up. You now notice we have Gostock here, stomping on what little bit remains of Godric.
Pathetic excuse for... Oh, he got what I tell you though. He...
So you can still buy stuff from him. Don't mess with him. A lot of people would be tempted to kill him at this point. If you know that he's been stealing your runes and all that, leave him alone. His story is not over. Y'all might remember that. We saw that earlier. So, now that Godric is done, that is actually now the entirety of this area. All this is done. And you're looking at that, you're going, wow, that's a lot, right? I surely must have done a chunk of the game. You're maybe 15% through at this point, maybe 20. I mean, there's still a whole chunk of area out here. There's a whole place out here, which we'll talk about later. There's the capital and the Altus Plateau up here. There's Mount Gelmore and stuff up here, and there's more stuff up above. We don't even see the full scope of the map yet, chap. So, with Godric destroyed, you can go back to the table of Lost Grace. Some NPCs might have some new dialogue.
May the golden...
We're going to talk to everybody real quick just to be sure. Yeah, Rogier's now here.
I apologize.
So you see now that he's got some problems there with his leg. Rogier has been death blighted. That's what happened to him for messing with that corpse under Stormbound.
Well done. Something to mark.
You can get his rapier.
As you might have no need
Plus 8. Very good.
The
You can ask him about the corpse.
That is a sacred relic. Of the
He basically tells you it's about the sacred relic of the the shattering. Where God when the Golden got killed, the first scored death of it.
I once wished to become a scholar. The world
Basically, he's studying it.
thy urge the
And he wants to know more about it. He tells you about Dee, who's an old friend. They journey together. They don't get along well now.
The centipede. As long as then we may be. If only I could. And if they.
Rogier wants to talk to people who believe in undeath.
They were conceived in the past. Fascinating. That the golden with the order such adaptive.
Basically, Rogier believes that the Golden Order, the religion that more or less ruled the lands, needs to adapt. Dee is a purist and wants all undead things killed.
What is it? The map indicate will lead you.
Because a lot of people don't like undead. They're considered a perversion of the Golden Order.
Greetings.
She's got nothing new. I don't believe you got anything.
Of a challenge fine and well.
Well, so he makes a comment about the fact that you managed to kill a demigod. Fia, however, I believe now her quest line can start.
I am. Would you like?
So let Fia hold you. Don't forget that every time she holds you, she puts an item in your inventory, the Baldachin's Blessing. You need to use it to get rid of its debuff. Until you do, you lose 5% of your health.
You are so.
Okay, now we can talk in secret. So she tells you a little bit of her background, what she's doing, why she's a deathbed companion.
Have you ever heard, dear Roger?
Okay, and now she's talking about the Black Knife fingerprint.
Dear Roger.
So basically, she's telling us now about the knife print. She gives us a clue where to get it because Rogier wants it, because Rogier is studying death and the Night of Black Knives. So that is our next step on advancing her quest line and Rogier's, is to find this black knife print. Again, make sure you use your Baldachin's Blessing. You don't want to be carrying around that debuff. There's a couple other things open to you now. There is this. So go up, touch two fingers, get an emote, go talk to her. So she's a finger reader. She's here to tell you the wisdom of the fingers. They're gross. They supposedly hear the words of the Golden Order. That's more or less if the Golden Order is God, that's not a good rep. Basically, this is the emissary of the Golden Order that communicates to us. And Marika is the god chosen by the Two Fingers to enact the will of the Golden Order. Of course, Marika is currently Queen Marika is currently not doing so hot.
The children of the tainted by the sun, so the
Yep.
greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left. Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted.
Okay. So from this, you learn, get more backstory of what it is you're supposed to be doing, which is killing all the demigods. Alright, so remember it says this is boss souls. For those who played older Souls games, exactly what this is. You get the Axe of Godric, you get the Crafted Dragon. I'm gonna get the Crafted Dragon. You could also just eat the souls. For a good amount, eat the remembrances for a good amount of runes. I'm gonna pick up the boss weapons just so I can. Okay, so we have enough to level up, so let's go ahead and do so again. There we are, 994. So that's where our vigor will remain for a little bit. Our next step is to boost our strength and dex for damage. Talk to everybody. We got nobody left to talk. Well, we got Gideon left to talk to, actually. I take it back. So now he tells you who he is. He tells you some backstory. So at this point, he's telling you where they are where they're at, and you get some backstory about each one. So this is kind of your first big clues, where they're each at, what they're about, and that sort of information.
But the two until we set you son. The Renala is Renala, her beloved, the great.
Alright. Where is... there you are. And then Nefeli's here.
You again. I thought you'd receive Nefeli, Luke. I'm glad to see you. I found it in you defeated.
So she gives you an item.
Ah, yes. I wonder if he's in his study. If you
So she is Gideon's adopted daughter.
I'm sure
He is the leader of Round Table Hold. She thinks he's a great man. And you will meet her again very soon, in fact. So the thing she just gave you, the Arsenal's Charm. Arsenal's Charm gives you a bunch of equip load. So if you are wanting to equip heavier armors, things like that, this is the time. Now at this point, we don't really have, looking at my list here, we don't really have much in the way of better armor. We have very minorly better. But really we're good for now. Alright, let me look at my feats. We do have some armor that has a little bit better poise. Yeah, the Mausoleum Greaves would give us more poise. Which poise is good, but it's not really enough to worry about right now. So knowing that's the case, and we already have our arsenal the way we want it, I mean, the only thing we're going to potentially switch up is our bow at some point. There's no reason to equip this right now. But hold on to that, because, again, when we need the equip load, when we do get access to better armor, that's going to be there waiting on us. So again, at this point, we've talked to everybody. We've done everything there's to do in Roundtable Hold. It is now time to advance. So we're going to advance by going to the lake-facing cliffs. And you'll notice there's somebody here now. Look, it's Arena.
Hello, my name is.
Except it's not. It's Hyetta.
Would you donate my eyesight?
She wants Shibiri grapes, which I have one, and I can give it to her.
Now I can feel. You are most
She
kindly
eats
the
it.
blessing of. You are most
So
kindly the blessing.
this is a quest line that is tied to an ending. So be careful, not to mess it up, and be aware there is an ending that locks you out of all other endings. So if that's what you want to do, I mean, go for it. Just know that
Please.
you know there's 3 basic endings of the game. And then there's like 6 variations of one of the endings. So her storyline is tied to one of the endings. That's all I will say on that front for now. Alright, so we are going to come down here to the Liurnia Lakeshore Nomadic Merchant. And when next we do some Elden Ringing, we are going to begin exploring the Liurnia, the lakes. So we got this whole giant area to do. Now this up here is kind of its own area, so that'll be its own chunk. Basically, you want to take one. So starting off, we got a chunk down here. It's probably what we're going to do first. Is basically all this down here. Then next we'll do everything up through the side, like literally all of it. And then we'll take the other side up to this furthest grace, do all of it. Then we'll do all the water stuff. Which reminds me, let's go ahead and mark our bosses that we know the location of. Can't remember. I think it's this one has the boss. There is a. Just trying to remember everywhere the boss spawns. As you can see, chat, there is a lot going on through this next region. Let me just keep looking around, keep marking. I think... Yeah, technically. I think we're good now. God, like I said, as I'm marking this, I'm realizing, man, this is such a huge... It's going to take a hot minute. Yeah, no bosses down there other than the Earth Tree. Got nothing I need to mark down through here. Nothing I need to mark down through here. Okay. So yeah, like I said, a lot going on. Alright folks, well, we're going to stop with Elden Ring here. And we are going to flip to another game. Because Elden Ring is a little bit exhausting because it takes a lot more brain power. I am inclined to flip to Star Wars The Old Republic. Or to flip to something else if there's a suggestion for it. So for those watching in the chat right now, please let me know, not in Discord, but in here, in my Twitch or YouTube chat, what you would like me to pivot to. Again, we can pivot to Star Wars The Old Republic. We can pivot to Power World. we can pivot to. Really, I think that's all our. I think that's really all of our options. Now that I think about it. I mean, well, not necessarily. We could pivot to Power World. We could pivot to Helldivers. Helldivers actually might be. We're definitely not doing 7 Days to Die. We're not doing Amnesia. Not until I feel better. I'm not gonna kill myself. So yeah, I'll give it a couple minutes. If no one pops in with these suggestions, we're gonna move to Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Not
Got anything I want? It's the other place you could have got a hip lantern, by the way. Yeah, I'll buy it. Pick up the book. Yeah, he's not really got. He's not got a lot that we're interested in. Nah. Back to the main screen. Alright, no one is saying anything in the chat. So, again, we are going to pivot to Star Wars: The Old Republic and continue working on our bounty hunter. Because that is good, easy, mind-numbing, and something I can relax with. So, I'm going to pop on some music and give me a couple minutes while I set that up. My YouTube folks, of course, we are going to have to stop the stream and then restart the stream. So, goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow.